Hello everyone. We are here to present about the introductory workflow of our project, which is running a Django app in a containerized environment using Docker on AWS EC2 instance. So we'll be discussing about the terminologies and technologies which we'll be using in order to get this assignment done. So as you can see, there are technologies we have listed below. We'll be explaining all these technologies in the further slides. So let's begin with Django. Django is a high-level Python web framework written in Python, which is open and it is open source. With Django, you can develop web apps really fast. It is ridiculously fast, secure, and scalable. Django, if you're familiar with Python, you can easily get along with Django. So what we plan to do is, using Django, we'll be creating an app, for example, a to-do list app, and we'll try to deploy it on cloud. So as you know, for running, as Django needs Python to get the app running. So we need to install Python in our in the machine where we'll be hosting our app. So instead of that, we can run a container so that not more of the resources are used, and also dependencies of the project are managed. So more about it will be explained further by Aniruddha. He'll be talking about Docker. So let's switch to Aniruddha.
Now let us see what is Docker and how it is useful in creating containerized app. So Docker is a software used to create, deploy, and run applications using containers. Containers allow developers to pack up an application with all the system binaries, the dependencies, and ship it as one package. By doing this, it is assured that the application will run on any Linux machine, regardless of the settings of the specific machine. So let us take an example of our Django application. So to run the application, the developer needs to install the Python first. Now, if the app is put to testing, the tester might fail to provide such environment to run the app. So this problem can be overcome by Docker by creating a lightweight image which will take care of all the system binaries and dependencies that are needed. This is why Docker is faster and lightweight. So how to store the image in Docker Hub will be explained by Akshay.
So as Anirudh said, suppose you have built a Docker image for your app and you want to share a Docker image with other people for testing. So Docker provides a functionality called Docker Hub. So you can Google it, hub.docker.com. So this is Docker Hub. You can sign into the Docker Hub, or you can search for a Docker images. So what is Docker Hub? So Docker Hub is a cloud-based registry service which allows you to link to code repositories. You can build your images and test them. It stores manually pushed images, and it links to Docker Cloud so you can deploy images to your host. Also, Docker Hub provides a centralized resource for container image discovery, distribution, and change management. Docker Hub supports user and team collaboration and workflow automation throughout the development pipeline. So in our case, we will be creating a Docker image, and in our case, we will be creating a Docker image for our app and push it to Docker Hub. With this, we will be able to push. With this, we will be able to pull this image and run a container anywhere or any machine. So now we have our Docker image ready, and it is available on Docker Hub. Let's see how we can manage a cluster of container using Docker Swarm, which will be explained by Bhavin.
So now we have image of our application which will be running on a server. So when the at production level, when the load is high, so single container cannot serve the whole request by users. So for that reason, what we will do, we will create more number of containers, and those containers will be serving to users. For that, we have a number of options. So now one of the option is built-in Docker Swarm. Another is Kubernetes. So for this, for our app, we will be using Docker Swarm. What we will do, we will take our Docker image for the Django app, and after that, we will be deploying these containers on Docker Swarm cluster. So what it will be a cluster of 2 or 3 machines, where there will be one master and others will be slaves. These will provision number of containers on each server, and those requests will be served by any of the container. So the request will be served according to the algorithms which are built into the Docker Swarm. So for deployments, we will be using the AWS EC2 instances, which will be explained by Pratik.
Okay. As we will be deploying our Docker Swarm on Amazon EC2 instance, first of all, let me tell you about Amazon EC2. Amazon EC2, that is Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud, is a web service that provides secure, resizable compute capacity in the cloud. It is designed to make web-scale cloud computing easier for developers. It provides us with complete control of our computing resources and lets us run on Amazon's computing environment. Amazon EC2 reduces the time required to obtain and boot new server instances to minutes, allowing us to quickly scale capacity up or down as our computing requirements change. And now we'll be deploying our Docker Swarm on EC2 instance.
So this is the basic introduction